This is Amud Yomi Gemara Shabbos Staff Yud Gimel Amud Beis. We pick it up in the bottom of Yud Gimel Amud Aleph. We are 4 lines from the bottom at the 2 dots. Atana Devei Eliyahu, a very famous brisa in the world of Nida Maisa B'Talmud Echad. There was a story with a Talmud Sheshana Harbe. He learned a lot of Mishnah. V'Kara Harbe. He read a lot of Torah. V'Shimish Talmid Chacham Harbe. And he served many Talmidei Chachamim. And yet, Umeis B'Chatzi Yamav, unfortunately, he died half of his years at a young age. Vaiseish tell us Tfilav. His wife, distraught, took his tefillin, umachzartam, b'bati knisiyos, b'bati midrashis. And she was going them around to different shuls, different bati midrashim, v'amru lahem. And she was asking the people, Ksiv b'Torah, it says in the Torah, Ku chayecha v'arechamecha. The Torah is your life. And the Torah brings you long life. Baili, my husband, Sheshana Harbi, Vikara Harbi, he learns a lot of Mishnah, he learns a lot of Chumash as we turn over to the Gimel Beis. V'shimish Talmidei Chacham Harbi, Midnei ma b'chatzi yamav, Midnei ma meiz b'chatzi yamav. Why was he nifter young? V'layadam achzer davar, no one had an answer for this distraught woman. One time, I visited her. She was telling over a story of Amarti law. And I said to her, and who's talking? This is Eliyahu Hanavi. Biti, my daughter. During your days of Nida, what did your husband do with you? Amrali, she said, he didn't even touch me with his little finger. Continues Eliyahu Hanavi. What about the 7 clean days, the days in which you're waiting to go to the mikveh? You're not tar yet, but the 7 is Zayin. So she answered, what do you mean? He ate with me, me, and drank with me, me, and he slept with me, basar, without clothing. And I didn't think about anything, meaning, even though we slept together with kira of basar, but we never had thoughts of having intimate relations. V'amarti la, and says Eliyahu Hanavi, Baruch ha'mokoim shehargoi. Blessed is Hashem that killed him, shlanasa upon him la Torah, because he didn't show respect to the Torah. Why? Shreyamra Torah of Elisha b'nidas tamasa loisik rav. One should not come close to his wife, forbidding forms of kirva, and therefore the fact that you slept together b'kira of balsar, says Eliyahu Hanavi, was fitting, unfortunately, for him to be nifter b'chatzi yamav. A different way of learning comes from Dimi Amar Mita Chada Havai was that they slept b'kira of basar, but rather they slept in one bed. B'marava Amrin Eretz Yisrael, they said Amar Yitzchak Bar Yosef, Siner Mavzik Beino LeBeina. She wore some sort of clothing that separated between him and her. But again, it was a violation of our chakais, showing us how critically important it is, husband and wife, to ensure the laws of purity, Tyrus HaMishvacha, Nida, etc. We continue with the Mishnah, Yegimel Amud Beis, about 15 lines down. These are the halachas that were said in the attic of Chanani ben Chizkiah ben Garon, Sha'alu Levakrai. When they went to visit him, Nimnu, they took a vote. V'rabu Beishamai Beisil. And Beishamai outnumbered Beisil, Shemona Sadavar, Gazur Baisayim. And there were 18 things which they passed in that day, 18 different areas in which Beishamai outnumbering Beisilel, thereby asking like Beishamai. Says the Gemara, Amar le Abayla Rav Yosef, Elu Tanan. Here in our Mishnah we said, Elu, these are the halachos. Oy ve'elu Tanan. Or is it and these are halachos? What's the shaila? Explains the Gemara. Ve'elu Tanan. Is it and? Hani da'amara. And it refers to that which we said in the previous Mishnah. And then it adds on our Mishnah regarding the halachas of shemayata, of reading by a candle, the halachas of taking a lice kinam from a garment. Come on, as we're going to say. So this is clarifying whether the previous Mishnah is included. Said a brisa in you're not allowed to take a light to light of a candle. But in current you're not allowed to read by light a candle. These are halachas. Shema Mina, what do we see from here? Ve'elu, for the fact that the Brisa includes these in the halachas that were said in the attic of Chaim and Garden, shows us that it's ve'elu, and the previous Mishnah is added on to our list. Shema Mina, and from here we see that such is the halachas, that these two are the first two of the 18 halachas that we paskin like Beis Shammai, the halachas of taking out kinim from a piece of clothing, and the halacha of shemayata, not allowing one to read by the light of the candle. And just to reference, this is on the bottom Yud Aleph Amud Aleph, the Gemara said, Le'yapales kilav le'ikra l'araner. So these are two halachas that really were Beis Shammai, but they were brought out and decided in this attic by Elias Chanani ben Chizkiah ben Garin. Says the Gemara, before we get into other 16 halachas, who was this Chanani ben Chizkiyahu? Tanu Rabbanan, we're at the two dots, smack in the middle of the Amud Gimel and Beis. Mi Ksiv Megillas Tanis, who wrote Megillas Tanis? Amru Chanani ben Chizkiyahu v'Siyato and his friends. Sheimachavin is Asarais, because they cherished the Sarais, the troubles, the calamities that they went through, and they were saved benisim. So they wrote down all the different stories in something called Megillas Tainis to commemorate and remember the nisim, the miracles that were done for them. Amr Shimon Gamliel, Avanim Chavin is Asarais. Avaman Nesa, what should I do? Shavanu Lechtav, I were to write them down. Einanu Masbikim, we would not be able to celebrate all of them due to the numerous numbers that there were. Davaracher in Shaita Nifka. A shaita did not get attacked. A dead body doesn't feel the scalpel, meaning it comes a point that there's so many sarais, and therefore we don't even appreciate when we're saved from them due to the fact that there's sarais upon sarais, different reasons why Rashbag Rishon Gamliel said he did not make a similar Megillas Tainis. Says the Gemara, is it true? The rima, the maggots, are harmful to the dead body. So why are you telling me that dead body doesn't feel anything? The flesh will be paid, the nafesh and the nefesh will mourn. Amos, you have to explain the price. The dead flesh of a living person then does not feel the scalpel. Like the calluses in the bottom of your feet, there are parts of the body that the skin is dead, that you don't feel pain. Says the Gemara, another detail about Chanani ben Chizkiyahu. Amar Avid Amar Rav, Baram Zachar Oisa Ish Latayv, you should remember that man for good. Chanani ben Chizkiyahu Shemai, Shalmali who, if not for him, Nigna Sefer Yechazkel, the Sefer Yechazkel would have been hidden. Because the words in Yechazkel seem at face value to contradict the Torah. Also, what did Chananiah do? They brought up them 300 barrels of oil. And he sat in an aliyah on an attic, and he darshed the pasukim of Yechazkel to somehow explain how they fit with the Torah. And thereby, what do we gain? We gain that Yechazkel, the incredible book of Yechazkel, was not hidden, and we have it until today. We continue 10 lines to the bottom. The first line is Shemaina. Shemaina as a davar gods. There were 18 things that were geyser that they decreed on that day. Says the Gemara, what were these 18 different areas? Titanan, we learned in a Mishnah. Elu Paisan is at Truma. The following items make Truma apostle when they touch Truma. All these items, as we'll see, are going to be a Sheni Latama. Truth is, this is really going to take us well into tomorrow's daf, so we're just going to start the brisa just to get our feet wet. One who eats food that is a rishon, that if a rishon l'tuma touches it, one who eats food that is a sheni, one who drinks liquids that are tamei, one who puts the head of the majority of his body in poured water, or a tar that fell upon him, that was poured upon him on Rosh Verubai. 3 lugamayim shuvim sefer svarim va'yadayim in one's hands before they are washed. V'atful yoim, one who did not go to the mikveh. V'achol and kelim shenitu v'mashkin, items that were metame with tame liquids. So man tana hoich harishan v'eichol shenim mifsal pasli temui loy metame amar Rav Rachana Rav Yishui. So we're gonna have to delve into this brisa at depth, the famous Shemona Esrei Davar, the different entities that will pass like Beis Shammai. We'll pick up from the bottom of Yugimel and Beis B'siyata Dishmaya.